Well, my apologies. We were once again subject to a couple of interferences in posting, actually. Um, we have made arrangements and agreed that there are some aspects of our work that we would not publish, that we would not post. And occasionally there are those who have the ability to remind us, you said you weren't going to do that. Now, this has to do with content, has nothing to do with whether it is appropriate, inappropriate. It's about content. There are some things that we have been asked not to post, not to address. We're still hoping that we'll be able to reveal more, but for now, I have on my website, I have posted a couple of new pages that I want to make sure we get out before, well, there is something on schedule that we need to address, but in the future. Right now, on my website, robertmorningsky.com, you will find an introductory page that is marked Boqta, Boqta, Boqta. Now, Boqta is the name of a hat that was worn by Mongolian noblewomen, queens, in the Yuan dynasty. It is essentially a conical hat that has a top that sort of blossoms out. And it's called a Boqta. You can also find it under the name Gugu or Juju, depending on the pronunciation, Gugu. But Boqta. And it is a hat that was worn by women, noble women, royal women, shamanic women. In ancient Mongolia, it is not generally known that Mongolian women participated in hunting and in war with their Mongolian men. Evidence has shown that they were archers, extraordinary archers. Then the women were horseback riders, and they were masters in wrestling. Hints of Amazon women, yes, absolutely. Now, the Mongolian Boqta women, they actually helped plan several of the military actions, but they were also very responsible in maintaining the empire with stability and helping the subjects. Now, this is even after Genghis Khan and some of the major Khan leaders. If they were out in battle, if they were out negotiating, it is Mongolian Boqta women who ran the government and made sure things were done properly. Boqta, Boqta, Boqta. Now, it comes from the Proto-Altaic language Boqda, Boghda, Boghda. And it means holy, divine, exalted. But its root, its base is Bogi, 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 which is shamanism, specifically a shamaness, one who is one with nature. Boqta, Boghda. And in the ancient records, the Mongolian shamaness Boqta women were known as Udgan or Udugan. So why am I interested in the Boqta? Well, believe it or not, hundreds of years later, the Boqta women, a descendant, became a master leader, a chieftainess, a shamaness in Wales. the leading Welsh shamanic woman. Her name was Boudicca. Boudicca is a form of Boqta. Boudicca, Boqta, Udugan. Now, why in heaven's name would I be interested in following these women? On the next page, I posted what some time ago, not too long ago, I posted and challenged the possibility that dark matter is not real. In fact, I said, no, it's not real. Science has said, NASA, space agencies have said that dark matter is not real. Therefore, by their definitions of what is real, what exists in the physical world, NASA and space agencies refused to admit dark matter was real. If you look up some of their comments, you'll find, well, NASA says apparently it is real. It's inferred that it's real. We kind of accept that it's real. But NASA and space agencies will not clearly and firmly stand out and say dark matter is real. So, given the advice I received from individuals connected with NASA, the Vatican, the Church, I posted, to appease them, that dark matter is not real. It's not real, I said. So then, by extension, the soul, the human soul, which I have for years projected as being dark matter, I posted and said the spirit soul is immaterial, the soul is not real, the soul does not exist. But yesterday, I posted my challenge to those individuals who have corrected me. My response is very simply this. I have for years now suggested, and you'll find this on the next page in my website, I have suggested that human beings, terra beings, all of us, are actually comprised of a soul trinity. Yes, you're a trinity. I'm a trinity. There are three parts to our existence. There is the body. It's the tangible physical body that exists that we all know and can touch and feel. But then there is the unknown factor that is generally identified by both religion and science as life. Life is some sort of a force that animates the physical body. So body and life, according to the church, that actually is your soul. However, I have challenged and I have suggested that dark matter is what I have been calling the one. Dark matter is that third part of our existence. You have the body, you have the life force, and you have the one, the oyun, which is that which directs the body and the life force. We are all walking, living trinities. There are three parts to our existence. That is where the concept of the Holy Trinity comes from you, from me, from every one of us. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, what is it, the mother, daughter, crone, the concept of a Trinity actually comes from our own existence. Now, the word soul, S-O-U-L, did you know that no one actually knows where the word soul came from, S-O-U-L? I've heard, all kinds of different explanations. Well, it comes from the waters, it comes from the heavens. At any rate, on the left-hand side of the page, I put down the word soul, S-O-L-E, which means one and only, the person, the unique individual. But on the right-hand side of the page, I have posted the Boqta Udugan concept of soul. In the Udugan Boqta language, Suil, S-U-I-L, comes from Su, which means the soul itself, or Ile, which means it is emerged, it has come out, it exists. And I am calling the soul, the actual soul, the director of life and the body, I'm calling it the One. And it comes from the word Oyun, which is one of the foundation words for Udugan shamanism. Oyun shamanism, becoming one. So, I am arguing that the One, the true soul, is dark matter. It exists. It is part of the Trinity that exists within us. The soul is real. It is physical in the sense that you have the body, the force of life, and dark matter. Now, that's bound to get me in trouble. But I am saying that we ourselves are, each one of us, a Trinity. On the next page, I have posted what I call the relatives. At the top of the page, and I've posted this before, I have revealed what the genetic engineering and biotechnology news tells us about an ancestor, a common ancestor that the octopus and human beings have. The octopus is an invertebrate. It has no backbone, but it has incredible powers. The octopus can change its shape. It can change its colors. If you get a chance, look up Scarlet the octopus in Australia, and you will see videos of what Scarlet can do, changing her shape. If there is an underwater creature that approaches her, she can actually, without touching, without not using her eyes, her entire body color can change instantly by simply viewing at a distance what is approaching her. And believe it or not, it has a complex brain. The octopus has a complex brain that can compare with the complex brain of a human being. So what I am showing you here is that there is a primordial 750 million years ago ancestor common to the octopus and humankind. I have projected with some under the table, non-willing to stand up and say it, sources that tell us that there may very well be a creature that is human and octopus in its abilities and its powers. In other words, there could be a real living being who has a human form, but like an octopus, its ancestor, it can change its shape. It can change its colors. It can do things that the average human being can't, but what the octopus does all the time. I am suggesting, I cannot officially announce it, but I am suggesting there are individuals out there who have abilities like the octopus and humankind. They are out there, but no one in a place of authority is willing to emerge and stand out and say they're real. Now, why is it that NASA, space agencies, and science, number one, why don't they stand up and say officially dark matter is real? Well, if they do that, then what I have been saying for years, that the human soul is real, well, NASA has access to the library of the Vatican. And if they stand up and they say something like, no, the soul is real, it's made of dark matter, NASA may not be able to go back into the hallways in the Vatican. They're going to be rejected. In fact, our last Pope Francis, who I haven't heard lately, and I hope that he's doing well, Pope Francis said, look, guys, if you need to choose between science and religion, choose science. I announced it, and coincidentally, not long after that, he became ill, and I hope he is doing well. I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping that a lot of what is going on are just, a matter of coincidence here and there, that it's just something that happened. It has nothing to do with anything that I've done, that I've said, but there you go. So I hope that this will make sense. The soul is real. There is a Trinity within you. Your soul does not belong to an external God or ET or source of power out there. The soul is yours. You come from an ancestor 750 million years ago, and you have the DNA that can allow you to do things like change your shape, change your color, and do other things. This creature, this octopus, do you know that it moves in silence? Total silence. And it can change its shape. There's a lot more that I would like to share, but the elders are concerned, rightfully so. These are extraordinary times, very difficult times. We need, the elders and I, the elders especially, are saying that we need to have you offer your support to show us that our work is making a difference. Please go to my website, and if you can, please offer your support. In fact, I would still like to try to find somebody who can do a video conference or as a radio program that would allow me to not only speak to you, but to hear from you. So please, I hope this is not my last broadcast. The interferences are still out there, but please, 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 allow me to show the elders that you are listening and you want to hear more. So once again, thank you. The soul is real, and it's yours, and you have abilities in you that are impossible. Please take care. Please be careful, and let me show the elders that you really, really do want to know more. Thank you for your time and your consideration. Please take care.